I've never had a man not want me before, so like when I think about the fact that I've got a biological father, like just running around out there doing drugs and stuff, that just thought drugs were cooler than me, that's crazy.
Where are the men that want to take care of you? Because, listen, I'm available. I only want to work part-time. I'm tired of working full-time. Like, I want to live my life. Like, I'm sick and tired of devoting all my time to a job that I feel like is obsessed with me.
I think it's really unfair that men get to be hot for free while women, like I'm nearly going broke just trying to maintain medium ugly, and men get to walk around with their $40 haircut getting older and hotter for no money, for free. It's just like, it's not fair. I'm sick of it.
It just cost me $49.36 to fill up my tank. If a man thinks I am spending any of that gas, any of that $49.36 amount of gas, I can't even get it out, any of that gas to come meet you for coffee, you done lost your mind, because I ain't doing it. Give me somewhere worthwhile driving to, okay?
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. Women admit they hate when they can't use men in modern dating. We got action. Let's cook.
Oh, you want to hit on me at the gas station? Then you can offer to pay for my damn gas. And if you ain't paying for my gas, don't look at me. Don't fucking look at me. You want to hit on me at the parts store and you see I'm buying coolant for my truck? Why don't you say, "Excuse me, ma'am, I think you're beautiful. Can I put that coolant in your truck for you?" And then we can talk, okay? Fuck off. I'm sick of y'all. Sick of it.
Isn't it amazing how this isn't embarrassing for them? And there's actually women that would love for men to come up and compliment them, ask them how their day's going. But this one just wants you to pay for things. And if it's not that, you can't talk. This is why men just ignore women and only respond or talk to women that move with grace, women that seem like they're chill, because this is a no-go. And you can tell by her whole aura and demeanor. But it's just crazy that they're setting back the movement 1,000 years. They're setting back being independent 1,000 years with this poverty-stricken behavior. But they can't use men. That's the point I'm making. She's upset because she can't use men. She can't even use them to the point where they ain't tripping. They're just trying to have a simple conversation. And if she doesn't want to have that, they move along.
Dating apps. Good-looking women using dating apps makes sense, right? We're women. We want to be loved, adored, taken care of. We want to find our husband. We also have a biological clock, so we're willing to exercise all possible outlets to find the best man possible for us, right? Good-looking men on dating apps, very bad sign. Because it's like 9 times out of 10, men are not on those apps looking for love like we are. They're looking to get some, okay? But that is what makes it even weirder, because it's like, why are you running to the internet to get laid? You have a problem getting chicks in real life? What's wrong with you? I can tell you what's wrong with them. They want to portray themselves to be something that they are not, and that is easily possible on the internet. You can't really do that in real life because people pick up on it, and it's just a never-ending cycle. You know what I'm saying? So dating apps are truly a dead-end street for good women, good attractive women, I should say. Because obviously we don't want to go for the gross looking guys on there, but it makes sense why those guys would be on there, because no offense, but they probably do have trouble picking up women. Good looking guys should not have a problem picking up women. And that should tell you that there is something deeply wrong with him if he is on a dating app and he's good looking. He seems like a catch.
They're trying to shame attractive men on dating apps now. But what's happening is, remember before I tell you guys I'm the standard, all these clips, I think of prior videos where I'm making certain points and they just prove it over and over again. So you're trying to shame attractive men like, can't you get women in real life? Knock it off, man. If you had a business and you know that everything is online now, but you make business in person, why wouldn't you use online plus in person to make more money to funnel through your business? You understand? Knock it off. Attractive men jump on the dating apps. You can't lock an attractive man down. So now you have a problem. You have a problem on your hands. You're gonna have to put in some work, but you're lazy. They're reading the fine print. Oh, the attractive guy I want, I'm gonna have to work hard for. He's gonna be able to talk to other women, meet up with other women. This ain't gonna go in my favor. That's the only problem here. It's actually weird for attractive women to be on the apps. Why do they need to be on the apps? We're playing by two completely different sets of rules. See, the dating apps were hookup apps. Women have ran out of time. They're like, I'm done with hooking up. Now I'm looking for something serious. And all of these F-boys are on the app. Yeah, you wasted your own time. You should have found a guy and got on with him in the beginning when the apps first came out, when it was easy. Now it's not easy. So you're trying to shame attractive men? Miss us with that. Miss us with that. It's not your time. Your time is up. It was your time. Now you're done. And you're complaining because you're washed out here. Men are going to keep going on and understanding the game, fine-tuning and adjusting to the game. Women are going to keep complaining about the game. That's it. Let's get the next one.
You could have the most full roster as a woman of the most manly men. You move, okay? No one wants to help you with moving. Where did they go? Okay, suddenly, all these men, they become businessmen. Okay, I thought I was getting into guys that were like lumberjacks, okay, could help lift some boxes. No, suddenly, I'm dating men that have never been to the gym, I guess. They can't help me with anything. Okay, then why are you here then? Clearly you don't like me enough then. That's crazy. Okay, when I was younger, when someone moved, in my opinion, it was like a community effort. Everyone came in, everyone chipped in, everyone helped. Wrong. Okay, as I've gotten older, I realized this is a solo game. I have to hire movers. I have to hire men. Okay, where are the men? I don't know. I have to hire them to help me. That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, and now I've realized it. I'm like, oh, you like me, but not enough to help me move? Okay. We're changing the whole roster up. No one's getting renewals. Whole team is getting traded. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Get out of my face. You may play ball, but you're not going to be playing me. You're done.
She's got a roster full of guys that she can't use. That's it. See, with their roster, with a guy's roster, every chick is getting hit. He's just moving them into time slots when he can see each one and work them into the schedule. But they're going to get access to him sexually. Their roster is full of a bunch of losers. A bunch of dudes that they want to use, and maybe one in there can hit, and then she'll rotate. She'll keep using the other ones, and then when the one that she likes goes away, then she'll put another one in that position, or continue to use the dudes as she finds somebody outside of the roster of dudes to use that can really get it like that. That's how they use their rosters. It's not like they're getting with all the dudes. Nah. So these dudes aren't going for it. They're not willing to be used, and you have a problem with that. And when she said, when I was younger, people were just there when you're moving or whenever you need something, people would be there. Simps, the beta males, the guys that are waiting in the friend zone, now those guys have grown up or they're on to better things, bigger and better things. So she can't use them anymore. So now she's got to scrap everything and find new losers for the roster. Listen, men understand what's going on now. You don't want to hook up. You don't want to come over. You don't want to hurry things along or move it in that direction. Men are moving out of your way. They're moving out of your way. This game has ran too long on men, and the guys who stick around for it now, don't feel sorry for them either, because everything's right in front of your face. But she has a problem with it because she can't use men at her beck and call. Nah, that's whack. Let's get the next one.
Let's talk about the sprinkle life and why European men just don't get it. See, European men are socially engineered to be soft, broke-minded, and 50-50 kings. Because their grandma and mom used to be out there providing and working, so for them it's absolutely normal to expect a woman to struggle too. And let's be real, most of them are godless or have such a weak connection with God that they don't even understand like the real divine role of a man. Recent feminism made it even worse over the last few decades, teaching men that providing is oppressive and that women should be independent while still doing all the feminine roles at home. I mean, make it make sense. Even the ones with money, cheap, stingy, hoarders, a real provider see that taking care of his woman is a privilege, not a burden. Want the sprinkle life? Stop looking in the wrong places. Go where the real providers are and not where is culturally rooted to spill the bill.
So European men aren't simping, and it's a problem. Let me break this down. See, they all want the finished product, but they don't want to see the vision. They don't want to build with the man. You ever go into a Chinese restaurant and you see the uncle on one wok, the husband on another wok, the mom answering the phone, and then somebody else in the family or a friend of the family delivers the food? They all work as a team. One band, one sound. You know, even with Spanish people, you might go into a bodega. The guy makes the sandwiches. The daughter works the register. The mom works the register. One band, one sound. They build together. They get on together. They stack resources together. These chicks want to wait at the finish line for a dude, but they don't want to build with a guy. There's different ways to be feminine for a woman. They think being feminine is just sitting there and being pretty and having to do nothing. No, that's not the only way. That's the lazy way. There's different ways that you can contribute. There's different ways that you could be a feminine woman, but they just want to sit there and look pretty. That's not how it's going. And men all around the world are saying it. They're understanding the truth. And she's like, even the ones with money are stingy. See, they think just because they'll get in front of a guy at the finish line, he's going to be dumb. Absolutely not. We don't play by the same sets of rules. We don't. They think that just when you have the money, you're just supposed to be dumb. As a matter of fact, let's watch this one.
If you're a girl, you're smart, you're pretty, and you make a lot of money, you're probably single. And I know this because us girls that are beautiful, smart, and have a lot of money, we're looking for guys that are more attractive than us, make more money than us, and are smarter than us. Because why would we want anything less than us? We want someone that's going to improve our life, so they need to be better than us. But then there's these guys out here that meet the criteria, but then they're total jerks because they know that they can just have any girl they want. And that's why you're single. Like, why waste a time with a guy you know is texting 20 other girls per day? That's why I literally gave up on all these dating apps and I just got on a cuffed, and basically you only get to talk to one guy at a time. And you know, some people are like, oh, that takes so much time. What takes more time? Getting to talk to someone on the phone for like 3 days, and if you like them, you like them. If not, whatever. Then you stop talking to them and then you get the next person. Or you have to literally cold DM about 50 leads, aka future boyfriends or husbands. And then it takes you forever and you're still single. But with an app like Cuffed, at least you are actually getting to know someone and you know they're not just hitting up like 20 other girls.
See what I mean? She said guys who meet the criteria act like jerks. Why shouldn't they act like jerks? They're listening to you guys. You guys are always talking about it. Why can't they talk about it? Why? This is why I don't understand. I do understand it, but at the same time, why not just build with the man? Because when you're waiting for a guy at the finish line, 9 times out of 10, he's going to understand where he stands in the game. Why wouldn't he have confidence within himself? Why wouldn't he have a big ego? Ask yourself that. Why wouldn't he have a big ego? Why? And the thing is, they want you to be better than them, but then view them as better than you. How does that work? Once again, I'm not advocating for a guy to have a big ego and be a jerk. I'm just saying, guys, listen to what you say. You can go on Instagram right now and you have dudes that are over 6 foot tall putting their height in their bio. You think they just woke up and did that because they thought to do that? No, it's because they're influenced by what you're saying. You can't blame men for having big egos when you run your mouth and they're like, oh, I got all that. I got all that. And it makes you look like a loser because you keep talking about it and they're like, I've been doing this for like the last 3, 4, 5 years. And this chick can't seem to find it. Like, damn, I'm really the cream of the crop. This is all they're doing. This is all they're doing, but they can't use men. See, the men at the top, the men that have it to give, they still want them to act like suckers and be able to take and take and take from them. And it ain't going down like that. This is why I tell dudes this information is very important, because every year that turns over, a man will level up. A man will become. A man will have his things in order. A man will become successful. I don't care all that other nonsense that they're pumping out here. You're going to see more men become successful. So they need to understand this information so they don't get fleeced, finessed, and played. Let's get the next one.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if your man is paying for rent, it doesn't mean he's providing for you. He would have had to pay for rent with or without you there.
I genuinely think she won the stupid award. Someone give this stupid award, because what the are you talking about? What are you actually like on right now? What do you mean? Like, because he pays for rent and then there's just a body there, that means that he's not providing for you, like that he was just gonna pay rent anyways. Y'all are delusional. Like, yes, he is providing for you. He's providing a house for you. You meaning to tell me that your dad, if you had one, didn't provide for you? He just had to pay for rent. That's what it is, whether you're there or not. Y'all really need to go see a therapist.
Like I said before, they want a man to pay their bills without living with them. They want a man to pay their rent without living under his roof. They want you to pay for their food. They want you to pay for their bags, their whatever. And you have no part of it. It's insane. But men aren't going for it, bro. They can see through all of it. This is why they're always begging and panhandling and acting like predators for dudes who have the bag like that, because they want you to step in and pay all of their stuff. So they have no responsibilities, but that's not a part of being independent. So it's a big contradiction to what they're always screaming out. And the thing about investing in a woman that's not your woman, it's never going to double or triple. So don't ever invest in a woman where it doesn't return, it doesn't double, it doesn't triple, it doesn't come back to you and then some. Because there are women out there, and when they really like you, that's how it goes. Your investment just doubles and triples. These women out here are bozo to clowns. You see the frustration that comes from not being able to take advantage of these men now. That's what I'm saying. The new men that are coming up, the men that are successful, that are already building right now, that have it somewhat, or that have it, they know the game. For the new guys that are coming up, they're gonna understand it the same way. And that's my mission, to make sure that you do understand it. Because you see what's going on out here. They can't finesse it, shame, blame, complain, but they're just gonna remain the same. And the men are going to continue to keep changing the game. So this was Women Admit They Hate When They Can't Use Men in Modern Dating. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I want you to understand this. If she only hits you up to go on dates, right? And we're not even talking about like a hike, like coffee, I don't know, bowling. You know what I'm saying? Like little small shit. But if she hits you up just to eat, and you notice a pattern, like, damn, like why we just eat? Like, why we never do like an activity or like just go walk somewhere? Why are we always eating? Now I'm not like saying like, oh, you can't eat on like a hike or something. You can have like a little picnic or something like that. But I'm saying like, yo, there's dudes out here, they're just getting hit up because they know like you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it because you're the man. You're always gonna pay for it, right? You're getting used, and then it's like there's no attraction. There's no like, dog. Your contact name is probably like food. You don't even have a name.